Thumbnail Renderer Part 5, Video 540 of the Atomic Ivy MMO source. Let's get into it, okay? So, in FILE896, we've been working on this thumbnail chunk renderer, which is going to rasterize one of these chunks within this 5x5 area, right? Each one of the 128 chunks here is overlaid over a level cell, okay? So let's get into it. Let's, go look at what we've changed. Okay, so we have a shorthand reference to a debug function, right? So a range check function here, and it needs to be var so it can escape the scope. Down here is our render fill color, actually the rasterization fill color. I made a little note here to remember what RFC stands for right down there. And going down further, this is the hex color for either the bomb, geometry, or FATA layer. There's a different color coding for whatever layer the hit test passes on. This is whether or not we pass the hit test. And these are the individual bytes, red, green, and blue, and alpha bytes of this RFC value right here, okay? Further down here, we're going to loop through every single pebble-sized tile on the level that we're currently trying to rasterize. And we need to reset RFC and hit right here. We're going to loop through every single layer, and we're going to do 3 hit tests. Now, the hex color for that hit test is going to change. It's going to be green for geometry, blue for bombs, and red for FATA. And right down here is where we decide if we've passed the hit test. If we pass the hit test, then we're going to glob on the hex color corresponding to the layer we're on. We're going to glob that color on to the final rendering color, and we're going to increment how many times we've passed the hit test. Then down here, we're going to extract the bytes from that render fill color right here, that rasterization fill color, by shifting out the individual bytes and putting them in our byte variables right here. So this is some pretty basic unpacking math I expect you to know if you're on the advanced playlist. And in the next video, we'll do the rest of the stuff down here. So we don't have any more time, so if you want a longer explanation of the code, you can go here. You're on this playlist right here. Source code is here. Like, subscribe, send money in the mail. I'm Kanji Coder, working on Atomic Ivy MMO, a fully destructible fractal geometry side-scroller Bomberman MMO game with proximity mines.